Jenni Willems. This is my restaurant, the New Ground Cafe. We're in Birch Hills, Saskatchewan. And our place is unique because I don't write down my recipes. I cook with mostly local ingredients. I'm glad to live in a wonderful part of the province where I have access to basically bounty of all kinds, from honey to bison to... Actually, we have some low bush cranberries from the north ripening up here in the sun. So that is wonderful. I'm blessed to be right where I am. We're smack dab in the middle of Saskatchewan. I am just so very glad that I can be living my childhood dream 2 blocks away from my house in an amazing community. And I think that's part of what kind of comes through in my food, is that I'm doing what I love to do. And I just love to feed people. Blessings come in my front door, my back door all day in the form of rhubarb and babies and people and folks sitting enjoying a cup of coffee or a birthday or a special meal. So I consider that very successful, and I think it's unique to be able to do that in Saskatchewan. And I hope that I'm not rich, and I may never be, but I consider this a success, and I hope that people who see my business and see what I'm doing, especially young people, young potential entrepreneurs, know that if you build it, they will come as long as you work hard at it and have the proper attitude. And I just really see Saskatchewan in the next 10 or 12 years, or maybe even less, maybe 3 or 4 years, blooming and having little pockets of businesses and niche, cool little shops and things like that. So that's kind of my dream, and I'm happy to be part of that. So we have some wonderful Sask-made products right over here. We've got Mr. Gaines and Mr. Franklin and the Gannocks. My little kitchen garden does not feed the restaurant by any means. It's just for fun and to add beauty to my premises. And I kind of do a few experimental crops and things, but local producers supply me with most of my lettuce and herbs. These are fava beans, and they're just about ready now. We'll have them for supper on Thursday night as a just lightly cooked mash with a little bit of garlic as a fava bean paste with some beef. You just plant a black Spanish radish, let it go to seed, and they just make a wonderful crunchy little snack, and we served it in our borscht today. And you can pickle them as well. They were actually used really frequently in Victorian times, and for some reason they went out of favor, but they're delicious, and as you can see, very prolific. I buy all my jams and jellies and pestos from Fresh Air Flavors in Nipawin. That's run by Julie Rempel. My honey comes from Mescanaw, Calvin and Jocelyn Parsons. The beef is from Dylan Robert out at Gronlid. And I get pork from Tyler Rendick at Shell Lake. Fish from Bev's Fish and Seafood, and they're really awesome because they're excited about creating new products too. They have a new ground northern pike that I'm making fish cakes and fish burgers with. It's pretty cool. I pick a lot of my own berries up in the north. I'm originally from La Ronge, so I like to go up to my dad's place and pick blueberries. But what I can't pick, I actually buy frozen at Robertson's Trading in La Ronge, which is kind of a trading post slash museum slash boutique grocery store. Just an awesome place. So that's where I get a lot of my frozen cranberries and blueberries. I get my rabbit, turkey, ground chicken, lamb merguez sausage from Pineview Farms at Osler, and it's always a treat to go and chat with Kevin and Melanie if they happen to be around. And they've actually been a real inspiration, just kind of showing what can be done right on the farm in Saskatchewan and right in rural areas. Well, when we bought this place 3 years ago, we started out in a smaller location, just renting in kind of the Birch Hills mini mall. And we bought this place, and there was basically gravel all the way back here. So we started by growing things in tires, and then as the soil has become a little more rich and full of compost and good dirt, we're able to move things out of the tires and into the ground. But I'm thinking of going with a raised bed system for next year. And because this is on the north side of the building, the tires tend to trap a lot of heat, so things grow quite well. I need a pan, I need a pan. I need a pan, Kaylee. Okay, here we go. No, I've got a good one. So we just remembered that we needed to take a bannock to a party. So we're going to make a bannock spiked with a little bit of Labrador tea leaves and Julie Rempel's fabulously addictive garlic pesto. 3 cups of whole wheat flour, 3 cups of white flour. And the messier and quicker you do this, the better it'll taste, honestly. 3 tablespoons baking powder. Sounds like a lot, but you need it. Don't forget to turn on your oven to about 375-ish. A handful of brown sugar. If you have big hands, then maybe a quarter of a handful. Oh, you know what? You can use this as a pizza dough too. Normally I would use about 3/4 of a cup of oil, but because I'm using the pesto, I'm only going to use about 1/4 of a cup of canola oil and 1/4 cup of pesto. I think that's about 1/4 cup, a little bit more. And then just to be crazy, we're adding some frozen blueberries, which I picked myself last week. They weren't frozen when I picked them. Okay, so we need to put in about 4 cups of cold water. And oh, this is a bannock. So normally it would be a lot wetter, or drier, sorry, and you'd be using lard generally instead of canola oil and garlic pesto, but this is the way I do it. It's my aunt's recipe. Just kicked up a little bit. And I bake this on a pizza pan with holes in it, so you have to work quick. You need to get it into the hot oven. Don't let it sit around too much or it'll drip out through the bottom. Into the oven. And this will probably take about 40 minutes to bake, give or take. When it's all golden and crispy and you knock on it and nobody's home, that's when it's ready to go. Jenni Willems New Ground Cafe. Our hours of operation are 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Phone ahead for reservations. We're a small place, we fill up quick, and we only make enough food for about 25 to 30 people, so we do run out of food. This is a slow food business based on slow food principles. Everything's made fresh from scratch every day, and once it's gone for that lunch hour. We have supper ready at 6 o'clock on Thursday nights. And that's by reservation only. It's generally a 4-course set menu meal. And we do a lot of live music events with seasonal menus, 4-course menus, and local musicians, and out-of-province musicians as well. And the only way we advertise those are through our email list. And you can contact us at 749-2529. My email address is newground@sasktel.net, or visit our blog, www.jennisnewgroundcafe.blogspot.com. Jenni is with an I. Thanks for visiting with us. We hope to feed you soon.